friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another comfort food for the entire family. This is one of my all-time favorite videos to do. I come up with great recipes, if you're new to my channel, that are comfort food for not only us adults on WW, but for the whole family. Husbands, kids, wives, you name it. These are perfect meals for the family. So if you want to see what I have in store for you for today's comfort food, stay tuned. For tonight's dinner, for comfort food for the entire family, we are going to make a skillet gnocchi pizza bake. Sounds absolutely delicious. So here's what is in tonight's dinner. You need 1 box or 1 package of potato gnocchi, minced garlic. This is the Skinny-ish dish crockpot marinara. It is 0 smart points. If you use a different marinara, you will need to adjust the points to include that, as this one is 0. Extra virgin olive oil, basil, sea salt, oregano, and black pepper. Light mozzarella cheese. I'm going to use the Trader Joe's. Again, if you use a different brand, you will want to take that into account for the points. Turkey pepperoni, and a zucchini, an onion, and a green pepper. And then for our side, we are going to have these frozen broccoli florets. We'll just pop these in the microwave towards the end of our dinner. So let's get started on our skillet gnocchi pizza bake. So the first thing we need to do is get our veggies chopped up. So I have a zucchini, an onion, and a green pepper. And then I have 2½ ounces of the turkey pepperoni. I did weigh that out on my food scale. So we need to cut up the onion, and that's going to be separate. And then we're going to do the zucchini, the pepper, and the turkey pepperoni all in this bowl because they all get added to the recipe together. So let's get started chopping up these veggies and this turkey pepperoni. After we cut up our vegetables, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to our skillet. We're going to let that warm up. And then to that, we are going to add our 16 ounces of potato gnocchi, and we're going to let that gnocchi brown up. So as soon as this is warmed up, we're going to go ahead and add that gnocchi. Once your potato gnocchi starts to brown, we are going to remove it, and we are going to just set it in a separate bowl while we are going to then add our onion and our garlic. So it does take 5 to 6 minutes for your gnocchi to brown. And in the meantime, I did go ahead and set my oven at 400. So I'm going to pull this gnocchi off the stove and we'll add our onions and our garlic. We are going to go ahead into the same pan, add our diced onion. And your pan is already warm and there is still a little bit of oil residue. And then we're going to add a big chunk of our minced garlic. And we're going to let this cook down until those onions are translucent. Once our onions are translucent, we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our vegetables as well as our turkey pepperoni. And we are going to let this cook until these vegetables are softened. So it'll probably take another 5 to 8 minutes or so. So we want to make sure that all our veggies are nice and softened up. Once your vegetables have cooked down, we are going to add 2 cups of our marinara sauce. And again, if you use a jarred marinara or one other than the Skinny-ish dish, you will need to adjust your points. To this, we are also going to add in some salt. And this is to taste. I always do most of my spices to taste. We are also going to add in some basil. And that's going to give it that nice Italian flavor that you only get from those Italian seasonings. And then lastly, we are going to add in some oregano. We are going to let this cook down for about 5 minutes, let it simmer before we add back in our gnocchi. Once your veggies and marinara have been simmering for about 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and add back in that browned gnocchi. And then we are going to add our last spice, which is just going to be some pepper. We're going to mix this all together, and then it is going to go into our baking dish to go into our oven for about 10 or 15 minutes. I have a 9x13 pan here that I've sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. Here is our completed gnocchi and vegetables. And we are just simply going to add all of that to our baking dish. Get this spread out. Ooh, we're nice and steamy. Get this spread out evenly before we top it with our cheese and get it into the oven. This looks really good. I got that nice and even out. So it's about half the thickness of my 9x13 pan. And then to this, I'm going to add my 1 cup of Trader Joe's light shredded mozzarella. And I'm just going to disperse that out as evenly as I can over the top of the bake. And then this is going to go into our oven for 10 to 15 minutes. Our skillet gnocchi pizza bake is out of the oven. Our broccoli is in the microwave. Look at how delicious this looks. It's so good. You can have 1/6 of this for 7 smart points. So not bad. I'm going to go ahead and let this rest for a few minutes. Slice this into 6 servings, plate it up, and I will show you what my completed dinner is. And then I'm also going to add all of the points here on the screen. This recipe gives points plus as well and regular smart points. So I'm going to add all of it to the screen for you guys. So let me let this rest for just a few minutes and I'll plate it all up. And here is my plated up dinner. So this is 1/6 of the casserole. It looks really good. That's a good size serving. And then I have a lot of my delicious broccoli with some of the, I can't believe it's not butter, spray butter, and just some salt and pepper. But this looks absolutely delicious. It's cheesy. It's got pepperoni, gnocchi. Absolutely delicious for the smart point. So this is going to be my completed dinner for tonight. Thank you for joining me on another comfort food for the entire family. I really hope that you enjoyed the skillet pizza gnocchi bake. It is so delicious, hearty, perfect for the kids, a good way to get in those vegetables if you have picky eaters in your family. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you haven't already, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give my video a thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you think of this recipe. And of course, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.